G'day golfers, Brad Clifton here for Australian Golf Digest. The scoring club, the wedges. We need to get better at it. We always want to be better at it, and Strixon are going to help you get better at it with this new range of RTZ wedges. Joining us from Cleveland is Mark Ryan. Mark, great options here. They look amazing, and there's a fair bit of tech packed in here.
Yeah, absolutely, Brad. So we're actually, we've changed the steel that we use with these irons, which is massive. It's been 8620 for so long, and we've gone and built our own steel proprietary product. It's called Z Alloy. So what we find with this steel is it gives you a 10% softer wedge, and with heat treatments you can change density. So the versatility of this wedge is unbelievable. The feeling of the wedge is unbelievable. But what does the new steel actually give you? So 10% softer wedge, and we actually pick up 87% less groove wear, and that results in 15% more spin retention, which is unbelievable for the consumer and our tour players alike.
That's a big jump. That's a big jump, and that's noticeable when you're out on the golf course.
You take the plastic off, and that's the spin you should be seeing for the life of that wedge. And people should be replacing their wedges generally every couple of years, which is why we continue to release them. But we have that tech there to keep that spin consistency as high as possible. So what you have seen in our wedges in the past, a Hydra Zip, that is a face blast which gives you spin consistency in all weather conditions. So whether it be a little bit wet and dewy in the morning, you'll still get that spin consistency. We're not saying it's more spin, it's more consistent spin as if you were playing in dry conditions. And then we've also got our Ulti-Zip, which are sharper grooves closer together, so more groove contact on those slower pitch shots, so you're getting that spin consistency there as well. And then while we're talking consistency, we have Zip Core in these wedges as well, which is actually putting a low density product in the hosel section of that golf club. And what that gives you is more weight out towards the toe, so those off-center strikes, and if you look at people's wedges, that's where a lot of people hit it, is out towards the toe. So you want to get that spin and that distance consistency down to an absolute art, and that's what this wedge has been able to produce.
Cleveland, it's such a synonymous name with wedges. Great new range, different models and a few different finishes. Talk us through it.
Yeah, so we've got our traditional finish satin, which is the most popular, but some people also don't like the glare that the satin produces. So we have the satin black, full anti-glare wedge, and then we also have the raw. So the raw wedge, it is an anti-glare wedge as well. It doesn't rust this year. It is none of our wedges rust, so it's going to keep that spin consistency as high as possible for the life of the wedge. And what we see is now more people shifting towards these non-traditional satin finishes. So yeah, we cater in all the lofts and all the bounces, all the grinds in all those finishes.
You get to see and use whatever you want. What's your go-to? What's your favourite?
Well, actually, mate, I've added into my bag a 56 and a 60 in the Adapt wedge, which is our full face version of a wedge. It comes with all that tech that we actually spoke about just before, but you look at the strike patterns, mine included, are out towards the toe. So if I want to play an open club face shot and I want that versatility around the green, I've gone with the Adapt in my sand and my lob wedge.
Well, who doesn't like playing a flop shot with an open face wedge? It's one of the funnest parts you can do in golf. So make sure you come down, check it out. It's the new RTZ range from Cleveland Golf.